Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 21 of Socially Hawkward. My name is Jason, and with me is Jeffrey.
Hello.
And let's jump right into playoffs since
Jump right
that's
into the 5 minutes
yeah,
that we're gonna do with playoffs.
because that's still a thing, I guess. Like that's still going on. But the most recent game, Game 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, Game 5. Of course, we have to have a controversial call to end the game. Like that ended up being the
Yeah,
game-winning
that's the
goal.
game-winning goal, right?
Yeah.
2-1. Yeah. Wow.
And if you didn't watch, like a lot of people haven't, I wonder what the ratings are for this one.
Before you even say that, it's at Game 6. It's like the second highest ticket price for a major sport ticket.
Like ever? What do you mean?
It's either North America or ever. Second highest.
So for Game 6 is the second
of
highest.
St. Louis versus, Boston.
Well, it's just because
St. Louis.
it's in St. Louis,
This one's
and
in
they
St.
could
Louis.
win it at home. So
Still, when Chicago was going to win their first cup in X amount of years at Philly, it wasn't the same. I guess, whatever. Still insane to me.
yeah. But anyways, the play, it was Tyler Bozak,
I don't even remember who yeah.
who clearly,
Bozak.
like he tripped. Who got tripped? I don't remember that.
Yeah, don't look at me like I'm supposed to know who that is, though. I don't
remember who
know.
got tripped.
Does it matter, though? I mean, it
But
was on the boards on the left.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
it wasn't even just stick. He tripped him with his stick and leg. Like
He
foot got him.
he got both
slew-footed
legs.
him, too. He got.
He didn't slew foot him.
I mean, that's basically what it is, kicking someone in the back of the skate.
He didn't really kick though, did he? Whatever.
Yeah,
I don't care.
made contact for sure.
It was obviously a trip. It's pretty bad. I mean, don't get me wrong though. I'm sure officials have missed calls going both ways. It's been
That one,
so
though.
evident in these playoffs,
Yeah.
and the ref is right there.
Yeah.
He's literally right there staring, and it's not like, oh, it was away from the play. It's like,
What?
that's where the puck was.
Oh, I was watching on YouTube the hockey guy. He's like,
It's funny.
this is it's a matter of not that they didn't see it, it's a matter that they didn't want to call it.
Yeah.
Because the penalties were already in
Who can't that's
Boston's favor.
I'm not saying you call every penalty. That's because if you call every penalty, then that's just going to be ridiculous.
It's gonna be a boring game then.
But to to blatantly
something
trip
that
something
obvious?
like that, oh my god!
To not call something that obvious is insane.
And why do we have this like set in stone that penalties have to be balanced? Why is that a thing? I don't understand.
No, it doesn't make sense at all.
So you're telling me so let's say your team's really good at killing penalties. Fucking, if you're feeling really good, feel confident right now, penalty killers are nice and fresh, you take 5 penalties back to back to back to back. Are they going to give you 5 penalties later on? Like, it's so stupid. Like, no, if your team commits penalties more than the other team, then that other team should have more power plays than your team because that's how it's supposed to work. It's so stupid. That's why it's called penalty. You're doing it's something negative because you did something you're not supposed to do.
Yeah, I don't like how they feel the need to if a team has been more penalized.
Oh yeah.
They're gonna get an easy call.
That's one of the things
into the
Japan
next
like when
period.
you're watching a game, you're like, well, that was a trip, but I know, we just got 2 power plays back to back. They're not going to call
Yeah,
that.
there's no way they're gonna.
Even though he just completely dove and threw his stick at the guy, like it's
And
so
for all
bad.
the fans saying that
so
Boston
bad.
Boston, I don't remember which player it was, but the Boston player dove. How he didn't even see him coming? How could you?
Oh, people were saying he dove.
Yeah, people were saying it was a dive.
Okay.
Like, yeah, he definitely meant to slam his head into the ice. Like, what? That makes no sense. Just accept that you got gifted a win. Like, I mean, not saying that Binnington had an amazing game, but
I mean, he's done well except for that one game.
he's been okay except for that one
I
game.
said well, not amazing.
He's been good enough.
That's all you need to be.
I still think Boston comes back, wins tonight.
I mean, I definitely think there's a Game 7.
Yeah.
And if there's not, then okay, that sucks.
Who has the advantage in a Game 7 then? Because St. Louis they're better on the road, honestly.
I mean, I don't know. It depends on where the penalties fall at that point.
Yeah.
It really does.
Who's going to get screwed over?
That's
basically.
been the theme of these playoffs. And I feel like every year it gets worse and worse. And it's just like this year it's just been so blatant and obvious. Like just so many bad calls or missed calls. Just all of it. Like it's not just like, oh, you remember that one play? It's like, no, each round, each playoff series is like, that had like 3, that had 2. Like San Jose, don't get me wrong, they did well, but the only reason they got out of round 1 is because of a BS penalty. Now, not saying it wasn't a penalty.
San Jose had the benefit of the doubt for a long time.
2 series they had it, and even I think they got one in St. Louis, or against St. Louis. I don't know if it was
in Game 3. Yeah.
So it
the
was
hand pass.
Yeah, there you go. That was the hand pass one. That's right. So there's just too many account, and it sucks. It's just
it's so obvious this year.
Yeah,
I think it's not any more so. Like there aren't any more missed calls, but the calls that are missed are game-winning calls, like game-changing calls.
game-winning calls where it's like
the hand pass was in overtime.
Like if anyone was a ref that had an IQ of 50 would call that.
Or it's stuff that's so insignificant to where I think he lifted his skate off the ice, going for a line change. Like that's.
It's been bad. What do you think of is it Barbashev? He got suspended 1 game?
Barbashev got suspended for, wasn't that
It
game?
was 1 game. It's Game 6. It's tonight. Yeah. It happened last game. It happened last game.
I thought it was, no, that was a different one. Someone else got suspended for Game 2 or something.
Oh, earlier maybe.
Yeah.
Initial contact was the head.
I honestly didn't see it.
It was. It was a head hit. 1 day. I know it's a playoff game, but which is supposed to mean more, but it's like he hit him in the head. That was initial contact. If that's how the NHL department or player safety department wants to, protect the players by suspending for any kind of head contact, no matter if it was incidental or not, then yeah, it's 1 game.
Was Johansson injured on that at all, or?
Why should that matter though?
I'm just wondering.
I don't know. I don't think
because he's been amazing this playoffs. That was a great fucking pickup by them.
I don't know.
Also, Chara fucking takes a puck to the face in Game 4. Broke his jaw.
He came back to the bench, but he didn't play.
But Game 6, with his jaw wired shut, like he couldn't eat. He had to drink through a straw.
Like playing through that kind of injury, don't get me wrong, impressive nonetheless. Tough, and all that fun stuff. But when someone plays it happened earlier in the playoffs. I think it was a Winnipeg player. I don't remember who. But when he got hit in the head or fell funny or something, he went through concussion protocol, and he ended up coming back, and everyone was surprised that he played in that game again. Pretty sure there was an interview where he said, I'm pretty sure we actually talked about this before too, but they interviewed me. They're like, oh, how were you feeling? He's like, oh, I wasn't feeling great. And they're like, oh, did you have to go through concussion protocol? Yeah. And they're like, oh, how'd you come back? Or why'd you come back? And his answer was, well, it's the playoffs. It's like, that's just dumb.
Yeah.
Don't be dumb. You can be facing some serious problems down the line.
Was it worth it?
Yeah. What if you come back and all of a sudden you get hit in the head? It's any little thing, you fall funny. Or
he ended up not playing the next game then.
Did he not? I don't remember. I don't remember who it was.
Or there was a couple of games went on and he ended up not playing. He didn't play.
He probably
the
wasn't
last
feeling.
game.
He probably did poorly, and he's like, you know what? I'm not feeling well. It's like, yeah, you dumb shit. You have a concussion.
Yeah, with Chara, it's a pain threshold.
Exactly. That's the best way.
That's cool. It's impressive when you could just withstand that amount of pain. And I'm sure he's drugged up.
And if he gets hit there again with the puck, somehow I know he's wearing a special face mask.
Yeah, he's got the fishbowl.
If somehow a puck, something weird happens, that's gonna fucking hurt, and it's gonna do some damage. But it's repairable damage.
Right.
It's gonna suck.
Whereas if you're playing through a concussion,
it's Oh
you
my
may
God.
feel okay now, but that's you're risking a lot.
You probably don't feel okay now. You just are pretending to feel okay, and you're just being dumb. It's not even pain. Well, I mean, I don't know. I've never had a concussion, but I don't think it's necessarily pain. It's just
I mean, you don't
you
know
feel
if you
out
had a
of it.
concussion.
You know, you're not feeling right. It's just it frustrates me. Like every year after the playoffs, all these injuries get released. It's like I remember the one year Thornton was playing on like a torn MCL, torn ACL. It's like,
Yeah.
Jesus, dude. Like,
Oh well,
Stop.
Bergeron.
well, maybe it was Bergeron.
No,
Oh,
no, that was
punctured lung?
Thornton. That was Thornton.
You're
But
talking about punctured
Bergeron,
lung?
yeah, he had broken ribs that punctured his lung,
Yeah.
and he was playing. Wasn't that against the Hawks when they won?
2013, maybe.
I think that was against. I think that was when the Hawks beat them.
I mean, as long as they know the risk, I mean, I guess you can say with the concussion. I don't know. There's a certain point where it just becomes stupidity, and the people really need to figure out where that line is. And the doctors really just need to eventually step and be like, dude, no. It's a fucking cup. Sit the fuck down.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
So you have. Who do you have for Game 6 then?
I mean, I think it'll go Game 7.
Yeah.
I hope it does. I mean, I don't even know if I actually Game 7.
If
like
it goes,
to see that
yeah,
watch. We've said
I'll try and
before.
watch Game 6. Like I'll check in on it,
Tonight?
but I'm not. It's just I don't want to see St. Louis win. So
Yeah, it's
like,
just-
I don't want to see that.
It's not as bad when it was Pittsburgh versus Nashville, where it's like, I don't want any of these teams to win. I don't
Right.
want Boston to win, but I don't hate Boston. I dislike
I like Boston.
I didn't mind them before, but now that I'm seeing like, oh yeah, like the Red Sox won. Oh yeah,
Who
I know.
cares? Who
I just-
cares?
it's starting to like, you know what? Fuck Boston, just a little bit. I still rather them win. And it's like I said, it's nothing.
I'm
Comparable.
fine if the Bruins win. They're like of most of the teams in the playoffs. Like they're one of the teams that I'm like, oh yeah, I'm okay with they win.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. It's just there is a little bit.
I'm
Maybe
not
it's
gonna root if they were playing San Jose, I'd probably root against them.
Yeah, that's not
Or if they were playing any other team, basically.
like it was one of those the Final Four. I remember us saying like, man, this is gonna be the least interesting matchup if this is what it comes to for us at least.
Yeah.
And it's just like, damn, that's what it is. And I have been uninterested for sure. Like, it's just, I don't know. I like the game. I'll be like, oh, the game's on. I'll turn it on. I'll watch a period. And then I'm like, yeah, it's just
I
not
think I've
feeling it.
watched more of the AHL final.
Hey, they, Checkers won.
Oh, it's
Carolina
over now?
Checkers. Yeah, they won.
Oh, okay, I
The
didn't
first
know it was
Calder.
over.
Calder? Or Memorial?
Calder.
I always get them mixed up.
That's Calder.
Yeah, they won. Who are they facing? No, they're facing Chicago Wolves.
Chicago
right?
Wolves,
Oh,
yeah.
well, I feel like I should have been rooting for Chicago Wolves, but aren't they? Oh, no, they're tied to Vegas. We talked about this, not on
Yeah.
the podcast. We did some due diligence. I narrowed it down to 3 teams that they were a part of, and they were a part of all 3, but we couldn't figure out the order.
So how many games did it go to then?
I don't know.
It must have only been 5 then.
I'm not sure. It started after the Stanley Cup, I think.
So I think I watched the first
Playoff
2
or
games, and the
I
Wolves
could-
won the first one.
Maybe I'm completely wrong about this.
Wolves won one,
swear
and
they won.
I saw Checkers lost the first game.
Did they? I thought they won that one.
Nope. Then they came back and won 4 in a row.
Damn.
Yeah, that's what happened.
They won their last game 5-3. I know that much. Oh, good for them. I wonder if there were any if they had any prospects down there. You know what I mean? If Carolina or
I
Hurricanes.
think there were a couple. I don't know.
Like was
who.
Fogley playing there?
I don't think so. I think he's.
I don't know. How does that work? Like who? Like how does it? How do they determine who? Like how do the contracts work? Where you can because I know if they're on a one-way contract, they can't, or you have a no movement. You can't.
Well,
be
you're
sent
not.
down.
You're not sending anyone down that.
Yeah.
You're not risking that injury.
Oh yeah, I get that. Like it's not like you're gonna send
You're not sending Aho.
Aho or anyone like that, or like a Falk or
Biden.
anyone like that.
Yeah.
But who? Like I would think you would send Fogley down. He's
know.
pretty young. I don't know. I'm curious. Like, could they send Aho down if they really wanted to?
I think so.
And it wouldn't he doesn't have to go through waivers, does he?
I,
Are
depends
waivers
what his
done?
contract is.
Well, even in the playoffs like this, I thought waivers were.
it depends if he's on a one-way. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
It never happens because you don't want to risk the injury because it's it's the AHL. They don't care. I was just curious how that works exactly. But I think
Yeah, we're good on. Yeah, we're good on all playoff
I feel
stuff.
like we spent a while on the playoffs. Actually.
Well, we spent a while on Canada last episode.
Oh my god, that was.
But like right when we got done recording,
Nope,
it
no
came
more
out.
Canada.
It came out that Marlowe is willing to waive his no trade clause only for a couple teams, but
I wonder what teams.
Arizona's
Yes,
a popular
you'd
one.
have to
LA
imagine
was
San
one.
Jose's on there, but
San Jose can't afford him.
if San Jose's
They'd have to retain.
even if they could afford him, why?
They're not in a place to
Do
need
that.
Marlowe.
They don't need veterans. They need the exact opposite. That team's full of veterans.
Like I can see Arizona. That's the popular one right now.
So this is a Bickle situation where they have to give up like a pick or something to make it worth the other team's.
Yeah, they'll have to
right?
give something up.
Yeah, like Marlowe's seen as
or-
a negative, not a positive.
Or eat some of his contract. Eat half of his contract, and then you probably don't have to give anything up.
What's
but
his
you're
contract?
getting a
Do you know
seventh
how much-
back.
I mean, I know we looked it up.
It's $6
before.
million.
Thank you.
He's going into his last year.
Oh, 1 year. That's right. It's not bad.
Yeah, it's not
I
terrible.
thought it was more, but yeah, we looked it up before.
But it just seems to all be falling into place for Toronto to
Fucking kill me.
sign all their people.
I don't know why I'm so against Toronto, but God, I don't want them to.
If
this
I'm
work out for them.
another GM, though,
Don't help them.
you see how
Don't help.
you ask for a lot to help
you
them
let
out.
them dig their grave, and you fucking let them live
you
with
ask
it.
for like, oh, you want me to take Zaitsev? All right, you better add some to that.
Is
Or-
Zaitsev, is he a negative too? I feel like there's some upside there.
Everyone says his contract is he's signed for a long time, but he's only
like
making
four
$4
some
mil.
mil, yeah.
Yeah, but he's like he'd be a third pairing D.
Right? How much does Jalmerson make? $4 mil?
Yeah,
I mean, now that's probably a little like $1 mil more than he deserves at this point. I could be wrong, but I just don't feel like $4 mil is a lot for his caliber of a defenseman.
no, for them to be saying how bad his contract is, I don't think it's $4 mil. Like you could, a lot of teams can eat that no problem.
It is for like 5 years, but still, I just don't understand. $4 mil. There are worse contracts out there. Like that's
That's not
for sure.
impossible to move. But yeah, if I'm another team, I'm not just helping out Toronto. I want shit back. Like you better be paying a good price.
Like, you think there's like a, like, do you think GMs, like, if you're Bowman, do you have like a group chat with like
All the other GMs like,
like
hey guys,
it's a group chat of 30 GMs, and Toronto's just like, hey everyone, this is what Dubas just offered me. Just so you know, fuck him. You don't take this shit. Like, there has to be something.
no, I don't
like
think
that.
the GMs trust each other enough to do that. Because then someone would just be like, "I'll take a little bit less."
Well, yeah, because everyone's saying no, and they'll be like, I'll want more, whatever. They'll do a better deal somehow.
Speaking of washed up players, though, Datsuk is not coming back to the NHL.
Yeah, that was the thing. You know what? I saw the headline.
He
Didn't click
signed
on it.
a 1-year deal with.
Some
I'm gonna
KHL
try
team.
this. I'm gonna try this.
Ooh, don't do it.
Avtomobilist
You're stealing my thing. I'm the mispronouncer.
Yekaterinburg.
You know what? Without having that in front of me, that sounded right.
I'm pretty sure that's his hometown.
Oh, that's a town.
Yeah.
I guess the bird at the end.
Well, I think maybe yeah. One of those is a
Maybe
town.
it's like a province.
One of those is
or something.
One of those is his.
You don't know how Russia works. Their dictatorship over there.
But he was on that. Wasn't he on that like SKA team, that super team that has all
Probably.
that like buys the refs and shit?
Probably.
I'm pretty sure there's 2 teams that like spend a ton of money on all their players, and like the league is basically rigged for these 2 teams. And he was on one of those teams. I think it's St. Petersburg and SKA.
St. Petersburg sounds very familiar.
SKA Russia is one of them, I think.
Yeah.
But now he's actually just going to his home team.
Oh, you mean he's actually like slowing down a bit, and actually like ready to retire soon?
I mean, it's only a 1 year, so.
You can talk about your favorite player if you want. I'll allow it.
Who's my favorite player?
Corey
then?
Ferry.
Oh yeah, that news. Yeah, I'm looking at what I have saved. You didn't save
Oh, I
it
mean,
at all?
it's literally just that he wants out, and I think, I think it's mutually they're ready to go their separate ways.
He's making.
I can look it up. I got Pat Friendly up.
Yeah, look it up.
But they're
Too
I
much.
mean, obviously they want to trade him.
Is he making like $8 million?
Probably. I mean, he's making whatever Getzlaf makes, most likely, or making a little more. He's
wanna say
making 8.625. Only 2 more years.
How old is he?
34.
36?
He'll be 36 on the contract stuff. But they want to trade him, and when ultimately that ends up,
I got an idea.
not happening.
Trade him to the Chicago Wolves.
I think it's like awesome. Like, no, we don't. No.
Like, no one wants him.
He has no movement.
He sucks.
But obviously,
he better waive the entire thing to be traded to any team because
there's no details on it though.
No one wants Corey Perry.
But if that doesn't work, they're just gonna buy him out most likely. They want to get younger, from my understanding. I mean, there's only a few people you can't trade away on that team, and it's who's older, and that's who's old on that team that you can't get rid of.
That you can't get rid of?
Yeah, who you don't get rid of.
That you don't. Getzlaf.
Yeah, not can't, but don't. Yeah, Getzlaf. Okay. Who else?
That's it.
Exactly. Cut the rest of the fat.
I mean, you could probably get rid of Getzlaf right now.
I mean, do you though? He probably has a no movement too.
If I'm,
because he's actually making
he's
8.25. He makes a little bit less. I knew it. How old is he? Did I say?
I think he's the same age.
He looks so much older. He is the same age.
Well, yeah, he lost his hair when he was 12.
Yeah. I mean, no movement. I mean, but I don't. I mean, 2 more years. I think.
If I'm
keep him.
If I'm the Ducks, Getzlaf is a Duck for life.
Yeah, Corey Perry is.
Fuck off, Corey Perry. Go.
There was 1 year where I liked Corey Perry.
I hated Corey Perry every single year.
8 years ago.
What was it? 06 when he won the MVP?
No, it was like 09, 10, like when the Hawks were started to get relevant again.
No,
it was his All-Star. It was Kane's All-Star year with the Superman jersey or tape. It was that year, so probably 2010, 11.
Never liked Corey Perry. He's definitely.
It was just wondering.
Like, he would be my most hated, but he's so irrelevant now.
Yeah,
that honestly, I don't even hate him anymore.
Don't really hear anything about him anymore.
Because he doesn't score goals or
do we care to look up his stats, or do we trust that's just bad?
No, it's bad. I don't care if you look it up.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Do we?
It's 100. I guarantee you it's bad.
What numbers do you think in here?
I'd be surprised.
What numbers do you think?
I would be surprised if Corey Perry topped 40 points last year.
So give me goals and points for Getzlaf and Perry for last year. I know you don't like the
goals. I think Corey Perry, he used to be a goal scorer. I think he had.
That's for last year. Unless you want to give me career.
5 goals last year.
Jesus, 5 goals.
Yeah, I think it was something insane. Jesus. It's less, isn't it?
No, it's not.
Oh, what? What is it?
How many points did he get?
I said at least 40.
Points?
Less than 20, or less than 40, I mean.
I want a number.
I don't know. I'd say 39.
He got 6 goals and 4 assists. He only played 31 games, though, apparently. Apparently, he was injured for a while.
Yeah, he was injured the whole season. He's old and he sucks.
Still, though, damn. Holy fuck. He got 98 points 1 year, though.
I thought you were laughing because I was like way low.
No, I was laughing.
I'm like, I don't think he got that much.
First, I saw the goals. I'm like, damn, he was 1 off. And then I saw the points. I didn't see games played. I saw the points.
See, I went high on points because I thought you were laughing at me because I was so far off.
Close. Like I said, I didn't see games.
I'm like, all right, I'll go high on points then.
Then I saw the points. I'm like, oh, Jesus, he did not do well.
I think Getzlaf had an okay season.
All right, what Getzlaf
maybe 50 points.
50 points, what, like 20 goals?
Sure. Maybe less than 20. No, 20 sounds fine.
48 points, 14 goals.
That's about where I see Getzlaf.
I'll give you some credit for those. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not
minus the points, sir. But did you know he didn't play most of the year last year, Perry?
Corey Perry? Yeah. I knew he was hurt for a while. He didn't play the beginning of the year, I know.
Getzlaf wasn't far. I mean he wasn't close, but how many points did he have? He had 48. He was 19 points off a point per game. I'm not saying that's close, but
it's not bad.
Yeah, that's.
See, he's not worth $8 million, but he's still solid.
Like, look at what team he's on. Like, if he was on, like, San Jose Sharks or something like that, like, that would have been he could have been a point per game player.
Man, the Ducks need a lot to be good.
I mean, at least they're realizing that they need to make changes, that they're, cutting the fat. I mean,
but look at them. They got Corey Perry, they got Kessler, they got Patrick Eaves, they got all these old guys that aren't good.
You remember when
kind of hurt all the
Kessler...
time.
Did the Ducks trade for Kessler or sign Kessler?
I believe they traded for him.
Remember when that happened and we're like... And that was after
Yeah,
Kessler was doing like...
I don't know.
He was doing really well. We didn't...
Yeah, oh yeah. There was like 2 seasons where Kessler was a beast.
Yeah. The years
Like, I
where the
hated
Hawks were dealing with him in the playoffs.
I hated Kessler when he was on Vancouver.
And he did what he had at least one really good year with Anaheim. I know.
But when he went to Anaheim, I started liking him.
Yeah, we were
honestly.
both like, oh man, kind of wish the Hawks got him for their number 2 center.
Now I'm kind of glad they didn't.
Yeah, seriously. He still has 3 more years on that 6.875. Fuck. I want to see if it was a trade.
I'm guaranteed.
What was the
I'm
trade?
pretty
Tell
positive.
me.
I
this
don't
trade.
know what he got traded for. I'm trying to think, but I can't think of
Yeah, I
anything.
don't think you'll have any idea. Honestly, it wasn't as much as you would think. I don't think so.
I can't even think
Spiza, Bonino, and first rounder, and a third rounder.
Spiza. Oh, Bonino?
Bonino, Nick Bonino. Oh my God, words. Nick Bonino.
I didn't even know he was on those teams.
Uh,
He wasn't relevant until he got to Pittsburgh.
But it's a not like that trade isn't. I feel like they could have gotten more. The Vancouver could have. What was the other thing we wanted to talk about? We have Taylor Hall. What was
2 of them are Philly.
Oh,
They
I know
acquired
one of them.
Kevin Hayes,
okay, I know both of them.
his rights in
Yeah.
exchange for a 5th round pick, which I think is kind of high. 5th rounder
It's a pick.
just for his rights?
I don't
Like,
see
they're on the
as much.
7th. Fuck it. Like, you don't need a 5th.
I don't think it's much.
But
Until you get to like, I feel like 4th and like once you get to 4th, it's like that's when it's like okay.
I think once you get past 5th is when
I'll say
that happens.
I'm not saying picks those like the 7th round pick doesn't mean anything because that can turn into a fucking great player that you got not lucky on or did your due diligence on.
I mean, Jamie Benn was really fucking late.
That's what I'm saying. Like, and Keith was really late too. He wasn't he? Or do we all?
We went over this. He wasn't that late.
Yeah, it was right. There is someone the Hawks. I know DeBrincat went late, but not that. He went like 2nd round late.
Shaw was a
it
7th
Shaw?
rounder.
There is someone. Whatever, not a big deal. But I feel like when you see that in a trade, you see 5th, 6th, 7th, it's like, all right, they threw a pick in there for a sweetener.
Yeah.
And then once you hit 4, it's just like, all right, like that's starting to mean something.
See, in my eyes, it's 6, 7. Oh, that doesn't mean anything. 5. Oh, that has value. And then 4 is like, oh, okay.
I mean, they all have value, and any pick could be turned into a superstar. But I'm just saying when I see that on paper, that's what I think.
But the 2 things I have for them kind of go together.
Yeah.
Because so you imagine he would slot in
I
as
forgot about
their
this.
second line
did.
center, which would make the next thing I have for them is it says along with the 2019 11th overall pick, the Philadelphia Flyers are open to trading Nolan Patrick.
And how many more years does he have on that deal? Just 1 more year?
Oh yeah, it's his rookie year. It's
Yeah,
his rookie
that's what
deal.
I'm saying.
So
Is it
he's
one
got
more?
1 more, then he needs a contract. And it says the Flyers are willing to sell their future to win now with Giroux and Voracek.
I think you got. I mean, I know Nolan Patrick's not doing anything, amazing.
I think you keep Patrick.
Yeah.
I like him.
I think they're giving up too quickly on him. Yeah, he's
Like
got 1
swapping out Kevin Hayes for Nolan Patrick.
more. Like
or Nolan Patrick
how
for
much
Kevin
of an
Hayes.
upgrade is that?
I bet you come next season, it's not an upgrade.
Plus,
They're probably at the same level at that point.
for this, so how it depends on what Hayes. No, I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Because when Nolan Patrick signs this deal, I'm not saying that you hope your rookies, so just rookies in general. I'm jumping, like I keep changing my head what I want to say. But for rookies in general,
It's okay, work it out.
I know, right? Rookies in general, they have their rookie deal 3 years. You don't wish that they do bad, but if they only start to excel in that last year, or
You hope to see progress. You hope they're not DeBrincat.
exactly, because when they sign this deal now, DeBrincat's going to get paid.
Oh yeah.
So Nolan Patrick, right now, if they try to get him, I don't know if because you can sign an extension for Nolan Patrick right now, right?
You can, yeah.
Can you?
I'm pretty sure you can.
Try and get him on an extension right now. If he won't do it, he probably won't.
No.
Then, all right, wait to see what he does this year. No matter what he does this year, unless he goes out and gets 100 points, which he's not going to do, you're still going to get him pretty cheap. Maybe he wants a shorter-term deal. Fine. But you're going to get him on some sort of cheap deal. You just do as cheap as possible for as long as possible. And if that way, if he doesn't turn out to be anything, you didn't spend too much. Kevin Hayes is the exact opposite right now. He's about to get overpaid. So you're willing to overpay Hayes for the tiniest bit of an upgrade. Maybe it is more of an upgrade than we think. I don't think Hayes is a bad player. I just don't think he's worth the $7
He's gotten so overrated.
I don't think he's worth the $7 million that he's about to get. Or whatever they're saying. $8 million? Were they even saying $8 million?
The highest I saw was 7.
He's not.
I would give him 5.
And even still, that's.
And that'd be a stretch for me. I wouldn't want to give him 5.
Then you can probably get Nolan. This year, Nolan Patrick's making $9.25.
Right.
You can probably sign him for depending on what he does this year, about $4 million for 2-3 years.
Oh yeah.
Just keep Nolan Patrick. You're not really, unless you want both. Fine, then sign both. I'm not saying you can't sign both. They probably have the cap room. I could be wrong.
They have a lot of RFAs to sign.
All right, maybe you don't.
They have Konechny, Provorov, Sanheim.
You need to keep all those guys. Konechny
Hartman, and there's Lawton.
Yeah,
those are all
I kind of want all those guys.
Those are all their
Lawton's
RFAs.
the only one where it's but I still, you can probably do him for cheap, so he doesn't matter as much.
But yeah, you sign Konechny, maybe 5 and 5.
Konechny,
you sign Provorov,
Sanheim. You keep.
I think Provorov's going to get a pretty penny.
Didn't he have a rough year?
No, he did. He up and down year, I think.
Compared to previous year, he had a better previous year than, you know what I mean.
I don't know. I'm not sure honestly. I think he ended up evening out.
I just don't see if you have to choose between Nolan Patrick and Kevin Hayes. I understand you want to win now, but I just don't understand how going from Nolan Patrick to Kevin Hayes really helps you do that.
That much, yeah. If you add Kevin Hayes onto Nolan Patrick,
if you can, I'm not
keep both.
Dive into their salary cap situation.
Well, I mean, for one more year, they can at least.
Yeah, but what are they going to do? Sign Hayes to a 1 year?
No, I'm just saying,
Well, they want to trade Nolan Patrick.
I just don't. You trade someone else. You don't trade Nolan Patrick.
Yeah, I think they're giving up too soon.
Honestly, yeah, I'd be going the other way. Honestly.
What do you mean the other way? Oh, just
not trying to win. Yeah, not trying to win with Giroux and Voracek. Trying to.
I mean, I don't
get something for Voracek. I'd keep Giroux.
Drew's
your captain.
A Philly
Drew's
for life, or Flyer for life. He's a Philly for life.
Yeah, he's all about that baseball.
All about that Philly cheesesteak.
But I would get what I can for Voracek right now.
I mean, I'd honestly wait 1 more year. Assess your team. Do what you want this offseason. Assess the team. And then if it's all right, we think we can win, great. Do what you think you need to do to win. If you really think trading Nolan Patrick, doing whatever with Nolan Patrick helps you win, and you really think you will, fine. Give it 1 more year.
Yeah, give that kid a chance. He's
still
doing
on his
things.
Rookie deal.
He's doing things. He's getting there.
Still on his rookie deal.
No, he's not a superstar, but he's gonna be good.
He'll be good. He'll be a top 6 player.
Yeah, 100%.
He's not going to be a McDavid. He's not going to be a Matthews. He's going to be a top 6 player.
If the Hawks get Nolan Patrick, I'd do that. I'd give.
I don't even know.
Hey, you want third line center now?
Yeah. Trade him.
Here's a Nisamov and
or even trade
second.
Why can I not think? Well, they want. Why am I having issues with names? Starts with a K. Why can I not think of Hawks players? The other one. No, the other one.
Kempf. Kuhn.
There you go.
Kruger.
Not Kuhn. You're right. Too many Ks. One too many.
Chris Versteeg.
He's. I forgot to mention that he's signed,
playing in
Rockford. Did he sign a Rockford deal? I think.
Yeah. Is it Rockford or Chicago?
No, I think it's Rockford.
Yeah.
This happened a while ago, and I was like, "Oh, we should mention that." And then
we should go watch him. Go watch him next year.
He's not. I don't think he's that old.
He's up there.
No, look it up.
We're getting off topic now.
Oh yeah, no, definitely switch off of Philly. He's 33. What are the others? So let's do Taylor Hall. Let's go Taylor Hall.
Yeah, we'll go Taylor Hall first.
So let's see with Taylor Hall.
Everyone's making a big deal out of basically nothing. like there's a rumor started because he was quoted saying, "I don't want to sign in New Jersey yet."
Yeah,
Like I want to see.
He's eligible for a contract.
He's
right now.
his contract ends after next season. But then he followed that with like, I want to see what they do in the offseason. Like I want to see.
27 years old.
He wants to see what the team's gonna look like.
Gonna get paid.
Yeah, he's gonna get paid, huh?
$9 million
9?
at least. Standard just made
I
8.
I thought 9 was low.
Standard
Yeah.
just made 8.
I thought 9 was low. I thought if he's getting paid, he's getting 10.
Oh, I was at least 9. He just won MVP a year ago?
Then
2
he
years ago?
took a year off.
Yeah, so what? They need him. But yeah, people are freaking out because
So everyone's saying that he doesn't want to be there. It's like, no, that's not what he said.
he just wants to see what he wants. He doesn't want to do what McDavid did and put blind faith in this organization that they're not going to,
Yeah,
be
that was
fucking
bad.
idiots. He wants to be like, no, like, I came from Edmonton. Like, I know how this shit works. I want to see what you guys are gonna do, who you can get, what your plans are.
They could get Jack Hughes.
Because this is not only where he's going to be playing for.
This will be probably his last big contract.
This is where he's probably going to be playing for 8 years, and not only playing, he has to live here. So he wants to. If he maybe he doesn't like it in New Jersey, but if he likes the team enough, like he's willing to dedicate his time there. Like it's not just about him playing for a team. This is him living there. I don't even know if he's married, but if he has a family, like this is where his family's going to be for the next X amount of years. Like it's a big deal.
So what team that could afford him do you think he would want to be on?
Well, I don't know about that. The one thing I do want to mention though is the thing that I saw was that with Laine, how they're not on the same page.
Laine, apparently Laine wants out.
Yeah, he wants out, and honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if they traded him. But I'm seeing stuff Laine for Taylor Hall, and then I also saw someone comment who says no first. I can see it working for both parties though, because New Jersey, I feel like right now New Jersey has the better player in Taylor Hall, but Laine has so much untapped potential.
Much more potential, and he was hurt all season this year.
He's younger. Probably 7 years. In New Jersey, they're not. It's not like they're going to be competing for the cup next year or in 2 years. Maybe they will, but they're definitely leaning more towards not than are. So it almost made sense for them to consider that. I was thinking New Jersey says hell no, but I thought about it more. I'm like, honestly, it kind of made sense for both teams because Winnipeg wants to win now. Taylor Hall, he's a great player. He does everything. He can score. He can pass. I'm not saying I watched him every fucking game he played, but the little bit I've seen of him, he plays defense. He's a good, complete player. I would love the Hawks to have him, but that's never going to happen. Honestly, that's a very interesting trade scenario. That if that happened, I would be like, wow, good for both teams finding something to make work.
I don't know. I
don't know if that can work cap-wise, though. I have no idea. Probably not.
Depends what he ends up signing for, really. They're gonna have a hard time giving Laine an extension.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No one what does he end up
they
getting?
have a lot of question. Winnipeg has a lot of question marks because they have the Trouba, that whole thing.
And Laine, he is a restricted free agent this year. I forgot.
Trouba is an RFA and he doesn't want to stay. And then you have Tyler Myers, who's a UFA, maybe. He's a UFA or an RFA.
I'll check.
But they're not going to lose both of them. They'll probably get rid of one.
So they probably have a lot of cap space right now, but they
don't.
Oh, they don't.
They don't have a lot of cap space. They got to sign
$25 million.
Kyle Connor.
I know that's what I was saying. They have a lot of cap space, but they have all these people who are going to need rate because they
have Kyle
had
Connor,
that
Patrick Laine, Trouba, and Tyler Myers.
They had that perfect recipe of disaster where they had all these young guys who were doing really well, and for 2 years or 3 years it was great, and now it's all right. Now you gotta pay. It's good luck.
Your window's
what happened to the Hawks. Luckily for the Hawks, they actually capitalized and won that. Well, they won. And then they had to rebuild.
Makes you appreciate what Bowman did a little more.
Yeah, it definitely.
Watching other teams that haven't won
And I've definitely
tried
been
to rebuild.
I don't know about you, but I've definitely been more
On the
down
fly
on
like that.
Bowman lately too. So seeing like this happen to other teams, I guess you don't know until like we will see like what happens to Winnipeg in 2-3 years if they are able to come back from this.
Right.
Or San Jose, like they have to retool again. I don't know how like they've done a good job of doing it. Like they've been relevant in the sense that they've competed for multiple Stanley Cups. It's like not actually making the finals, but there have been multiple years where it's like, man, San Jose might win it this year. Like they're going to be competing for it. Never have won at least, but it makes you appreciate what they've done a little bit. Just that ability to retool and actually stay relevant.
Well, even with teams that have won it, like Anaheim won it, and then they got competitive, but never got back to actually winning again.
But they didn't stay relevant for long. Look at where they are already.
It was a while though. They win in like 07, 06.
07 sounds right because 06 was Carolina.
Well, they won it
07.
before.
Well, yeah, it had to
Detroit,
be.
Pittsburgh.
Yeah, 07 was. Yeah, I was just gonna say that 07 had to be Anaheim because 08, 09. I don't know what order.
So
I think it went Detroit then
I think
Pittsburgh.
07 was Anaheim then.
Yeah, that has to be that one. Yeah. I don't know where. I don't think they trade Taylor Hall. I don't think that ends up happening. But I just don't see why everyone's freaking the fuck out. Like, just chill.
I think if
Lonnie's
if
more likely
Taylor
to
Hall
move.
says he's not going to re-sign, you don't think they trade him?
I don't think that'll happen. I don't think it'll get that far.
If Taylor Hall doesn't sign an extension, you think they trade him?
Like this year before the season starts?
This year. This calendar year.
No.
Come trade deadline.
Where are they in the standings?
Yeah.
If they're in the playoff hunt, no. Once the team's in the playoff hunt, people tend to get fucking stupid.
And playoff hunt is...
Playoff hunt is...
apparently a lot of teams nowadays.
Yeah, playoff hunt is like not last place in your conference. That's playoff hunt. I mean, how long were the Hawks in the playoff hunt for? I mean, they kind of were.
They were up there,
but
they missed out on a lot of opportunities.
They were in the sense of statistics, but in the sense of watching them play, it's like, they're not in the playoff hunt.
They were definitely ups and downs.
No, but watching them, like, yeah, they would definitely go on a roll where there were a couple games where it's like, man, they might somehow pull this out of their ass, and then 2 games later, it's like, and they just fucked it up. Like, I remember it was that Dallas Colorado weekend where it's like they're done, and then I think they faced Colorado. Actually, it was like Colorado, Dallas, Colorado, or something, or Colorado. It was something.
No,
like,
they had a Dallas Colorado weekend, and maybe Winnipeg.
I know they had there was a
and
Colorado
then the next
back-to-back.
weekend it was Colorado back.
Is that what it was?
Yeah.
And it's like, oh yeah, they won, but it's like
they
won in overtime.
It's like they fucked up that first try, but if they win these two, they at least are.
And then they win in overtime and lose. Like, stop, they're done. But they were still statistically in.
All right.
That's what I'm worried about next season is come playoff or trade deadline, if the Hawks are in the playoff hunt, they're going to be real dumb and do some stupid fucking shit. That's what I'm most worried about.
So Jeff Skinner actually signed with Buffalo. I'm kind of surprised, honestly.
I'm very surprised.
But he signed an 8-year, $72 million contract, which comes out to $9 million a year.
Oh, $9 million. I said $8 million in the earlier.
Oh, you did. You did say $8 million.
Wow.
Earlier.
Yeah, I forgot it was $9 million. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. So it's Taylor Hall.
It just hit me a second time. It just hit me a second time.
Oh, that's bad. That's bad for them trying to sign.
Did you forget too?
I didn't. I
read
didn't. Yeah, I didn't think.
I read it the first time. I'm like, yeah, man, they did. What was his asking price then? Is my question. Was he asking for 10? Was he asking for double digits? Oh, more than double digits, but you know what I mean.
He was probably asking for 10. They were like, how
double
about
digits.
7?
Double
and
digits
he's
before
like,
all those
not
zeros.
10. And they're like, how about 8? And he's like, nah, 10. And they're like, 9? He's like,
yeah, I can do that.
Fine.
Damn, dude, I'm sorry. Again, we've said this before. As 2 people who liked Skinner, wow, you used to like him a lot.
Yeah, when he was
in Carolina.
I mean,
you liked him a lot.
I was gonna say when he was younger, but he never ages. So
yeah, is he like 27? Yeah, he's 27.
Yeah.
9 mil. Oh my god.
He's played 20 years in the NHL.
Truly, I was thinking 8 mil. I had 8 mil in my head, and then you said 9 mil, and that really that hit me a fresh second hit of 9 mil for him. That's insane. I just don't know. He had to have been asking for 10 mil. That was the only way, and at least they didn't give him 10 mil. If you want to look on the bright side,
I don't know.
you gotta let him walk at that point, right?
I don't give.
Was he a
Jeff
restricted
Skinner.
free agent? I wonder.
No, he was out UFA.
Man,
I don't. That's gonna be a bad
I like
contract
him.
come 3 years.
I don't like him for not. It was 8 years.
Yep.
That'll fucking kill me. So we should write this down, but there's no way in hell I'm going to, because that means keeping this number for a year.
I know what you're talking about.
I'm about to explain it. So I would ask you for what Jeff Skinner's stats were this year, but I'm guessing somewhere along the lines of 45 goals. I know we looked it up too, but 20 assists. And I think we looked it up last week. 40 goals, 23 assists.
Yep.
What does he do next year?
Now that he's got a contract.
Assuming Eichel's fully healthy all year, and him. 35 goals, 20 assists. There's no way he does what he did this year. I don't think so. I mean, we have looked. He's done it before in Carolina. Blah blah blah. We talked about it last week. I just don't see him doing it again. Not next year, at least.
I could see him getting 40 again.
What does he have to do to prove himself worthy of this contract? Is that maybe a better question?
Get more assists would help, but
Be Ovechkin.
if he gets close 80 points would be nice.
Point per game would be nice. 50 goals.
He's not having a fucking point per game.
50 goals or point per game. I feel like it has to be one of those two things. But I feel like if you get 50 goals, you better fucking be close to that point per game.
Yeah.
It almost goes hand in hand.
Or keep this up for 6 years. 6 more years,
Yeah.
I should say.
You either need 3 years of doing of really good, or you need to be 35 goals, 30 assists, 35 assists for 6 years of this contract.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't believe they gave him the 9 mil. I'm curious if he was asking for 10. He had to have been asking for 10, unless he really was 9 mil, 9 mil, 9 mil, and they're like, no. Okay, here you go. So, most exciting part for me, at least, just because it's Blackhawks related. What do you think? How bad is that trade rumor of Murray?
What would they be giving up?
I don't know.
for
It didn't.
Murray?
I saw nothing of what the Hawks would give up. I just saw that they were linked to Murray, Ryan Murray, left-handed defenseman
I just don't see them.
who plays like a top four, but is very injury prone so far.
I don't see them making a trade for a defenseman.
He's what I saw too number wise. I think he's a restricted free agent. He'd probably do about 4 or 5 mil, 4 mil, something like that.
I think they should.
Really?
I think they should get one defenseman. One
For how long? See, it depends on the term. I have to
If they
see
could get a 4-year deal for someone, I'm fine
at
with
most. I mean, he supposedly, and he was I'm actually gonna look it up.
I mean, a popular one in Armchair GM is everyone's signing Anton Strawman to 1-2 year deals.
I mean, he's like 38, 39.
He's
isn't
old,
he?
but that's the kind of.
I mean, I understand.
He's the kind of player
not
that
why.
you can sign for a year or two.
Yeah, because we do need another. We probably need one more signing of a defenseman for a year. Or
I just
two,
want a defensive defenseman. I want
which
someone
is
that-
what he is.
Yeah.
Murray.
Yeah.
That is.
I'd take if they'll eat half his cap. I'd take Jomerson back right now.
So interesting. Go to the thing. Words I'm saying. There it is. Wow. Do you know where Ryan Murray went in the draft?
He was high, I think. Was he 4 or 5?
Second. Doesn't really say much. It was the year Yakupov went first.
Oh, it's bad that he would have been a
Then we've
better
looked at
first
this-
round pick then.
We've looked at this draft before, and I don't know why.
I was gonna say, like, I don't know why, but I think I know he went high.
Delchenyuk, Reinhardt, Morgan Riley, Hampus Lindholm. We've looked at this, and Toot Toot was in this draft. Toot, damn it. Toot was in this draft. He went 10th overall. Brian Murray would. I saw a thing where it's like the Hawks have traded for, like, 6 players who went top 10 in the last, like, 5 years, something ridiculous like that. I don't know. I'm okay with it. Depends what they give up for this trade, obviously, because they're saying that obviously Columbus is trying to keep as many free agents as possible, restricted free agents. Duchesne, Panarin,
I
Bob.
don't see anyone staying, honestly.
Dzingel. But they have to try.
Oh, maybe that'll be a pair though. The Zingle. Oh no, because he's a UFA. Never mind. Zingel's Zingel's a UFA.
Yeah. I see what you're saying. You're talking about trading.
Yeah.
So they're trying to clear up cap space, and they'd be okay with trading him because he's been hurt so much. It's like maybe he just needs to change his career. I think this would be a good risk for them. It would be like Dylan Strome, honestly. I feel like it's that kind of risk.
How old is he? You know? He's in the Yakupov Galchenyuk, so he's probably 27.
Yeah.
27 is probably.
2012 was when he was drafted, so he was 18 in 2012. He's probably 24, 25, right?
Younger? I thought Galchenyuk was like.
Yeah, he's 25.
Okay.
Ryan Murray. Yep. So Ryan Murray, he's coming off of, God damn it, I can't talk today. He's coming off a 2-year deal where he was making $2.825. I don't honestly, I think $4 million is that's the most he gets paid.
Yeah.
I don't know. The only other thing I'm curious about is injuries, like how many games he's actually been playing, because I feel like that matters a lot. So if they do get him, it'd be I'm not in any order by any means. Keith Seabrook, Murray, Murphy. Murray and Murphy would probably be a fucking pairing.
No, they're both pretty defensive.
Yeah, I think you keep them together. That's your shutdown.
Yoki Haru.
I was just going to say, God, I fucking hope
Gustafsson.
Yoki Haru, and then Gustafsson, and then you have Tote and
Cuckoo.
Dahlstrom as your 7th, 8th.
And they signed Forsling too.
I'm sorry.
I don't think they.
Cut the string on Forsling.
I don't. I know.
Then you have all 3 of them battling for the 7th spot. Forsling's still young. Maybe you just toss him in the minors and
just trade one of them.
I mean, you fucking tossed Yoki Haru, even though he was one of your best defensemen for 20-some, 30-some games.
Just trade one of them for a 5th. And
toss Forsling in the minors, have him play that number 1 role because you want, whatever bullshit you fed everyone about Yoki Haru. Do that with Forsling. If Yoki Haru's in the minors at the start of the season, I swear I'll flip shit. That's not okay. I saw stats. It was actually specifically talking about Yoki Haru. With Yoki Haru on the team, their possession numbers were significantly better. He not only made the team better, but his defensive partners were all stats-wise better when he was their partner. And it's just specifically when Quenneville was coaching, but even still with Carlton too. He wasn't scoring a crazy ton. I don't even know if he got a goal, but as far as defense goes, he was being sheltered probably a good amount. He wasn't probably doing any crazy thing tough, but he was playing top pairing too.
Yeah.
There's a way. There's no reason for him to be in the minors. There's just none. If he's in the minors though at the start of the season, that's such bullshit. But Murray he played 182 game season. 66, 12, 82, 60, 44, 56. He's never gotten more than 4 goals. More than 4 goals.
As a defenseman, though.
He's more of a defensive defenseman, too. So, I don't know. I'd be interested to see what happens to that. What do you trade them? They don't want cap bat, that's for sure. A pick and, you think he's not worth a defensive prospect.
They have a bunch of cap
that's
space.
what I'm saying. They don't want cap bat.
They have to know by now that Panarin and Bob are gone.
I don't think they do.
The only thing Hawks related would be draft stuff.
drafts? Oh, I will say I did see recently saying supposedly they're thinking going center.
Really? I don't. It's gonna change.
I know.
When is the draft? What?
We look this up every fucking week.
Do we?
Yeah, it's like the 22nd or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say like 23rd.
It's like a Tuesday. No, I think I've said that before too, and it's actually on like a Friday. We literally look this up every fucking time. I don't have anything else, so we can do if you want. Yeah, Friday, June 21st.
Yeah. Let's do my.
Let's say you do yours. And
when's the Blackhawks convention that we're going to?
The last weekend of July.
Okay, good.
Why?
Because I haven't asked off at all.
I actually did already. I have that day off.
It's a Saturday, right?
Yeah. But you do yours. What's the title of yours so I don't click on it?
Oh, mine is Corey Perry.
Oh, I see one that's just Perry. Oh, is it Vancouver one?
Yeah.
Click.
I'm not going to read the whole comments, or the whole explanation, but it says, "Is this trade fair?"
No, it's probably not.
So they're trading. I don't know what to. I don't know how to preface, like what to go. What's a good way to do this?
We're, by the way, doing Armchair Jam on Cat Friendly.
Oh yeah,
that's what we're looking
That's
at.
our segment.
Yeah, this is our ending segment. This is a thing that we have no name for.
We'll have a name for it eventually.
Well, one day.
Guess how bad it is. That's the name for it.
Guess how bad.
Let's see. So Vancouver gets Corey Perry, Sam Steele.
Wait, I'm sorry. Vancouver gets Corey Perry, Sam Steele. Okay.
Who's a solid prospect.
Yeah.
2019 first round pick from San Jose.
Jesus fuck.
And a 2019 first round pick from Anaheim.
What the fuck is going on? I'm already confused.
What do you think Anaheim gets?
They didn't trade Perry?
Yeah, Corey Perry was in it.
I'm sorry. Go Sam Steele.
Corey Perry, 2 firsts.
2 firsts.
In the same draft.
Oh, they're in like fucking Pedersen or something.
It's the guy's Vancouver. Like it's a Vancouver account.
Oh God! What can they possibly do? Is it? I mean, I like Besser, but he's not worth that much. They are taking Perry bad. Pedersen. Oh, is it Berchi?
It's only one thing.
Yeah, Berchi.
It's their first round pick.
Oh.
It's just their first round pick.
Oh.
They're trading their first for Sam Steele, Corey Perry, the San Jose first, and the Anaheim first. What the fuck are you thinking, bud?
What year for the first?
They're all 2019.
So, doesn't Anaheim have the first?
Anaheim's picks are 9 overall and 29 overall. Vancouver is 10 overall.
So why would Anaheim trade their pick to go drop 1
and a prospect
and I'm sorry to say arguably one of their best players? You know what I mean when I say that. You know what I mean. He's won. I think he's won MVP before. You know what I mean. That doesn't make any sense to me. That one.
Yeah, the first comment is just, I'm pretty sure Anaheim would just buy out Corey Perry.
Yeah,
there's no reason to make that.
What are you doing?
Give up that much.
See, I thought I went bad by doing Berchi. I'm like, no, it's not going to be Besser, even though Besser's not even worth 2 firsts. I don't think so, at least. Maybe.
I think so, but.
Not yet. Maybe one day.
The 9 and the 29? I think that's
29. Yeah, maybe whatever. But I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go worse than that. I'm like, oh, Berchi, he's supposed to be good, but didn't do well. He was hurt all year. Jesus fucking Christ, that was a shit show.
Yeah, it's insane.
I don't even know.
And I don't even like. You heard me earlier. I don't like Corey Perry, but that's insane. Like, there's no reason for Anaheim to ever do that.
So I'm looking at one right now. You might have even looked at, because I just went to the first page. I didn't even go past that. So you probably even looked at one. This one's
I
called.
only looked at one.
Oh, this one's called. Whatever. Zucker and the Tampa Bay Lightning thing. Do you want? It's Buffalo, by the way, doing both trades. Do you want to do their trade with Minnesota or their trade with Tampa Bay first? I don't think the Minnesota one's gonna be fun.
Well,
Let's do Minnesota.
Minnesota's. I'm gonna say they get back Zucker.
They just get Zucker back, and they get 2 players, which one of them is the rights, and then 2 picks.
And wait, what team are they?
Minnesota, Buffalo.
Oh, Buffalo.
Minnesota's getting. Oh, from Buffalo. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So Buffalo's giving up for
Zucker.
Zucker.
Yeah. I honestly, I think they might be both prospects though. So that's why I'm saying this one's not as fun, but.
Buffalo. Sage Thompson.
Maybe he might not be.
Or is it Tage Thompson? Thompson? Yeah, I think it's Tage Thompson.
No. Remember, there's another trade. Keep that in mind.
Oh, so he's in the other one?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying there is another trade. So keep that in mind.
Is it ridiculous?
See, I'm not. That's what I'm saying. I'm not.
You don't know the players.
Yeah, I'm not
prospects.
really. One of them looks familiar. I might just tell you this one just to get this one out.
Yeah, I don't. I can't think of their
prospects. Let's just go through. It's Vladimir Sabaka. He sounds familiar.
He's
no,
old.
Right? That's on my. He actually sounds familiar.
Yeah, he's old.
But C.J. Smith.
I've never heard of him.
But here's the most part: is a first-round pick and a fourth-round pick.
First and a fourth for Zucker?
St. Louis first too. So keep that in mind.
So a second and a fourth for.
Yeah. So
that's yeah. That's
the other one. I'm looking
nothing.
at this. I don't know what I want to. Which I want to tell you who Buffalo gets or who Tampa Bay gets.
You should tell me who Tampa Bay gets because I have no idea what they'd be getting from Tampa Bay.
Wait, you said you
tell
want
me what Tampa Bay gets
from Buffalo.
From Buffalo, because I don't know.
You know all the people that. You know everyone in this trade. All 7 of them.
Jesus Christ.
I mean, yeah. You tell me which one, because it's good. You'll find out either one.
I already did.
All right, so you want to know who Tampa Bay is getting?
Yes.
Tampa Bay is getting Connor Sherry.
Obviously.
Nylander.
Yes.
Tage Thompson.
Ristolainen.
Yep. And a first-rounder from Buffalo. Buffalo's getting 3 players back.
Killorn?
No.
Oh, no fucking... They didn't.
Did they, though?
Did they do the rights to...
No.
Okay.
Who, though?
They're...
Oh, Point?
Center Point, yeah.
No. They're not that insane.
Palat?
No.
What the fuck are they trained for, then? Cirelli?
No.
Jesus,
all these
I'm off
players.
today.
Yeah.
Tyler Johnson.
There you go.
Ryan Callahan.
Yep. One more.
It's gotta be a defenseman in there. No defenseman?
Nope.
I think you went up. Okay.
It's someone who...
TJ Miller.
No, he's not... He's in my opinion, bottom
Paquette?
6.
Is it Paquette?
No. It's Yanni. It's Yanni.
Oh, Yanni Gord.
I saw 7 players in this trade. I'm like, oh.
So, all right, go over the trade.
So, Tyler Johnson, Ryan Callahan, Yanni Gord, for Connor Sherry, Nylander, Tage Thompson, Ristolainen, and a first.
Honestly, I think Buffalo's giving up too much.
Right? That's what I'm thinking, too.
I think Buffalo's giving up.
I agree. And this is I'm assuming Buffalo. Well, it doesn't. I would assume because he did Buffalo trades, too. The first comment, giving up way too much to Tampa. That Tampa trade's absolutely stream. Oh, horrible. Absolutely horrible stream. Wait, why our first? That's like a patch for Point. Insane Tampa trade. Log all. Yeah, it's too much. It is. And they don't sign many people. Like I think it's just re-signings. Evan Rodriguez, Jake McCabe, Jordensons, and Larson. But the other one I wanted to do real quick, well, if I can remember where it is, I think it was a Blackhawks one.
We got E3 playing in the background, and
E3 playing in the
what's insane, like
E3 at spots.
they have
this one.
Like so many famous actors are just playing
Are there?
characters now.
I mean, it's to my bat. I want that. Like it's.
Oh yeah, I'm just watching it while you talk. No,
Keanu
yeah, there's
Reeves
so many.
was on there.
I forget who's the guy from Walking Dead.
Andrew
Not
Lincoln?
Andrew Lincoln.
Oh, it's
Daryl.
Death Stranding's that game. Yeah, he's like an actual character in that game.
It's him.
Yeah.
Like it's him. What do you mean?
Like he's the. I mean, there's not.
Like
I
he is
stopped,
the character,
Yeah,
or
from my understanding,
it's just
yes.
his likeness.
No, he's the character.
Yeah, and there was the guy.
Like it looks like him.
Oh yeah, it looks exactly like him. And
Yeah, you
they
should watch
used-
like one of the first trailers they released. It's such a weird game. I don't know if they've released. I've stopped because it's a PlayStation game. I've stopped paying attention. It's just the trailers are so weird for that game.
Who was the villain in Doctor Strange?
Mad.
Well, that guy, that actor.
He's from 007 too.
He's in that too apparently.
In
Like,
Death
are they just doing that? Is that gonna be a thing now?
I mean,
like, they're just gonna get actors.
Certain games do it. I mean, it's from from a little bit I know about that game. It's more of a storytelling game.
I see. I don't like that.
I don't know. That game is. I have to look at more. Like so I stopped.
This is for a different podcast.
Yeah,
we're getting out of
this
bounds
stays
here.
in though. Damn it, this stays in. I stopped paying attention to that game just because I think it's a PlayStation only game, and I do PC and Xbox. So, anyways, one last one. So this one has the Hawks signing. I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to say that. Tamf and Perlini. Tam 2 years, 1.2. Perlini 1-1. Don Stoy 3 years, 3 mil, and Brian Gibbons 1 year, 1 mil.
Okay.
Sure. Okay. Whatever. Okay, so there's 4 trades.
Oh my god.
It's not. Oh, we'll get there. We're gonna start with Toronto. Hawks are only getting a 7th round pick.
They're only getting a 7th round pick.
Yeah, it's
Are they trading?
4th line player. It's just this one's I'm starting low.
Is it Perlini or Hayden?
Hayden, there you go.
Yeah. Okay.
San Jose.
Surprised it only took me 2 tries.
Yeah, that's more like you. Really though, of all the people, they're giving up Secura's rights to San Jose. What do they get back? It's just a pick. I'm just curious.
I was gonna say.
I'm just curious.
For Secura, I would think they should
Yeah.
get back would be a 4th. What they are gonna get back is probably a 2nd. In this scenario,
What?
I think what his value is. I think he would get back a 4th,
And you think they're gonna do a what?
and I think he put a 2nd.
Oh no, 5th.
Oh.
I thought you meant in real life. Like,
Oh no!
that's
Yeah,
what
I know it sounds like that.
I'm like, whoa, that's a lot for Secure.
no.
All right,
I just thought someone was
Columbus
gonna be
trade.
insane.
They're getting Boone Jenner and Ryan Murray.
Anisimov.
Okay, no.
No.
They're giving up 2 players. Who do they give up?
Boone Jenner and Ryan Murray.
The rights to Murray, and they signed Murray to.
You're not getting Ryan Murray.
3 years, 3 mil.
Or you're not getting Boone Jenner. I mean, they're trading how many things they're trading?
2 for 2. 2 players for 2 players.
Boone Jenner, Ryan Murray. That the Hawks can afford to give up. It's not Saad, is it?
No, Saad's not. No.
Okay.
There's still one more trade after this.
It's hard.
Let me know if you need a hint.
Boone Jenner and Ryan Murray. Connor Murphy.
No.
Is it a defenseman though?
I mean, there's 2 players. What do you want me to? Do you want me to tell you both positions or?
It's not Gustafson, is it?
Are you
Gustafson?
yeah, it's Gustafson.
What's the last one? Boone Jenner, Ryan Murray,
There's the side.
Gustafson, and Kajula?
Nope. I didn't know this would be that hard.
I don't know. I feel like Gustafson is
I think this
enough.
is. I think this. No, I think this is the hardest trade because it's not like your Nisimov. It's not your Saad. It's not.
Kruger's a UFA.
Let me know when you want a hint.
It's like Cahoon or is another defenseman.
And it's not a defenseman.
Damn it! Like Forsling all day.
out.
All right,
yet.
give me a hint. I can't think.
I mean, this hint will give you the answer. Well, it won't give you the answer.
just give me the answer then.
Oh, then I'll give you the hint. He hasn't played for the Blackhawks.
He hasn't played for the Blackhawks. Is it a prospect, or is he just hasn't played for the Blackhawks?
Prospect.
Okay, Ian Mitchell.
Nope. Not defensive prospect.
Oh. Highmore?
What?
Is he a defensive prospect?
Oh, Highmore? I think he's a center, isn't he?
Yeah. He's not. I can't think of.
Oh my God, it's in Twistle, for the love of God. Jesus fuck. All right, last one.
So, well, I mean, that's pretty much no value then. Entwistle, he's not. Or no, is it Edsel? No, it's Entwistle. He's not even going to come back.
I get them mixed up. Are you
He's
sure?
not going to come back. Yeah, he's going to play. Is it Sweden, wherever he's at?
Which one's the one that just won the Memorial Cup?
I don't know. The one that's.
I thought Entwistle was the one that's coming. Oh, I don't know. Their names start with E's and they're weird. They're too similar. Too similar for my liking. But the last one is with Philly. They're
Are they getting back?
they're trading
what you're trying to
away.
decide? Oh, okay.
You went through all the hot players, and you're gonna do this one in 2 sets. They're trading away Anisimov and Forsling.
I'm good. I think Jeff's good too. I got him. He's got an open.
Yeah,
one
I'm
right
good. They're trading away Anisimov and Forsling. What do they do?
there.
back?
Anisimov
A player
and
a
Forsling.
pick.
A player and a pick? Jesus Christ.
I think you're overvaluing what they're getting back.
Hartman.
No.
Lawton.
Yeah. And then throw in whatever pick you want. No, I'll do
for
it.
Anisimov and Forsling.
You're really putting a lot of effort into the pick.
Lawton and third.
No. I had to think about it.
What was it? The second?
It was a fourth.
See, this guy's at least reasonable with his
You're
values.
getting so upset, though.
No, it's just hard because he's reasonable with his
I
value.
know.
That's why it's hard.
Oh, yeah. I don't even, honestly, it's not even dissecting if these are good moves anymore. It's just seeing how if we didn't even guess these right.
Are you looking up more?
No, I was, to be honest, I'm struggling to see the reason Columbus or Chicago made this trade. The Boone Jenner and Ryan Murray for Gustafsson and Twistle. I think it's Edsel who's not coming back. I think because Twistle's 19 years old. I bet you it's Edsel.
I don't know. It's one of them. I know for sure. I just don't know which
well, and
one.
it's not guaranteed if they don't. It's just that's what we've
He's
heard.
yeah.
Edsel's 24. I bet you it's him who's not. Which I think in Twistle's the one who's staying.
He went upstairs.
I saw a flash behind me. It was flash in the poster over there. Yeah. I mean, do we even want to say if those are good trades? I don't know. If Twistle is the one who's supposed to play, then I don't like that trade just because I think Gustafsson and I don't know, I just like the potential of that better. I mean, sure, trade Forsling and Anisimov. I don't think you'll argue that one. And trade, Secure and Hayden. Besides the Columbus, those are the other. Besides the Columbus trade, the Philly, San Jose, and Toronto trade, train Hayden and Secure for Pitts, and then Anisimov and Forsling for Lawton and pick.
It's all very minor moves.
Minor moves, but I can get behind every one of those. It's just the other one where it's I'd rather not. But it wouldn't be like, oh my God, I can't believe they did that. All right. I mean, do you have anything to finish up?
Yeah. No, I'm done. I got nothing.
You follow us on Socially Hawkward. No A in the Ward on Twitter. Socially Hawkward 19. I really have to think about that every time. That's why I'd say Socially Hawkward. It's me thinking.
Yeah, we get it.
I mean, a few people who do listen, feel free to like it. Maybe even leave a comment somewhere. We will see you next week. Bye.
Later.